Good morning, everybody. Today is day 80 on the AT. Big T on the AT 26. And I look disheveled, don't I? This is where my campsite was last night. That's where my tent was. And this is a nice little fire pit here at Dan's Spring. Here again, I'm kind of honored to be here, remembering my father-in-law, Dan. His name was Dan Burt. Good man. But I'm packed up, ready to go. It's 6:30. The sun is up. As you can see, it's shining on the trees. Let me show you something, a no-no that I did last night. If you're new to backpacking or you're just, not leery of this, something you need to be aware of that I did I shouldn't have. I'll show you. I came busting in here trying to find the best spot to set my tent. And I have a big tent, so it takes a lot of space. I even have that little spot there, but that's not big enough for my tent with the views. So I was afraid to, if I started setting it up, I wasn't gonna get it. It wasn't gonna fit in that little square. So I found this spot here. It was fairly level. Rocks were to a minimum, and I jumped on it and put my tent here. And then when I was cooking supper, I thought, I didn't look for widowmakers, which is a big no-no. You need to look for widowmakers. That is a massive dead tree that I was camped beside. I saw it last night. I saw it way before dark, and I thought, oh gosh, I probably should move my tent. But I just didn't have the energy in me, and I just prayed, Lord, don't let that tree fall on me. And it was calm when I was eating supper, and I thought, well, that's good, no wind. None of those limbs will fall out, and that tree won't fall over. And then I don't know, when I woke up about midnight, the wind was blowing like crazy, and I thought, oh, goodness. But the Lord protected me. No limbs fell out. I didn't hear anything. I did have trouble every now and then sleeping, thinking about it. So look for the widowmakers before you set your tent. They're everywhere in here. And now, here was the other option. And of course, right beside it is a dead tree too. So that was going to be one of my options. It looks like it's about to go any day. There's another dead one that could fall this way. I mean, it would have been hard to set and not have at least one, within range of you in this little spot. And I pretty much decided I wasn't going any further, even though it was only 19. I was running out of time, and I love being able to sit and cook. So just a little lesson there. Be careful when you set your tent. Look for the dead trees, and you don't know what the weather's going to do. And sure enough, the wind got up last night. I'm on top of a ridge, and that's almost always at night. You can almost count on the wind going to be up. You need to be down low to get out of the wind. But it wasn't that terribly cold. I am going to change back to another bag that I have that's going to be a little more R-rated. Not my enlightened equipment one that's very good, but one that's kind of in between the one I got now and it. So I've got it coming to me. But I'm off this morning. Hopefully I'll get a little more of this. The sun's already up good in the sky, so I won't get a sunrise picture, but I get to see, hopefully, this valley. All right, day 80. Here we go. All right, this is Balanced Rocks, a little blue blaze up here. I think I'm gonna go up there and check it out. Ooh-wee. I need my poles. That must be Balanced Rock right there. I lost my balance on Balanced Rock. That's pretty. Allentown shelter. A little small shelter, comparatively speaking. Just thought I'd stop in and sign the book and keep on rolling. 1935. Surely that shelter's not that old. I don't know why they put that there, but anyway, back on the trail again. I haven't seen a fence in a couple of days at least. One of these old rock fences. Okay, this is a kind of a famous section called the Knife's Edge. I got to climb up and get on the rocks up at the top and then make your way down the ridge on the rocks. It's well known. Last time through here, I broke my poles. Broke one of the poles, got wedged in a rock, and it didn't give and snapped. I still got my bent pole, and it's has done me well so far. Let's hope it makes it through the Knife's Edge. I got to get up there and make that edge. Yeah, that's the edge. And it goes for a ways from what I remember. Oh. I think I'll call this Lunch Rock, because this is a good spot to have lunch. Ooh. Looking over the countryside. Yeah. Right there. Yesterday was a hard day. I don't know why I was dragging so bad, but I know, like now I've got 10.6 miles and it's not even lunchtime yet. Well, I mean, it's not noon yet. I just ate lunch. And, you know, only got the 19. I got to camp last night. Got my tent set up. Was cooking and looking at that dead tree, thinking, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? And then I got a FaceTime call, and on the other end was May, my granddaughter. And the first thing out of her mouth was, "Are you coming back?" And I tell you, it was hard for me to tell her I'm still gonna be out a little while. I was ready to go home. And then she said, "Tomorrow?" No, not tomorrow. That's the closest I've been to packing it up and going home. I miss that little booger. I miss them all three. I'm gonna miss Sarah's birthday. My youngest granddaughter's birthday is coming up the end of this month. I'm gonna miss that. And I'm hoping I don't miss 4th of July. That's my goal, is to try to get home before 4th of July. We'll see. Just wanted to document how I was feeling, but I was ready to go home. And my feet hurt all the time, and just deal with it. And I take ibuprofen as much as I can. My ribs are much better. I still feel them occasionally at night when I lay on my left side for a long time, but they're not stopping me at all. But my feet still are a constant battle. I got Luco tape all over them right now. And just the long days just punish them. And so, but I can stay out with that. But boy, when she tugged on my heart, whoo, I was ready to go home. I miss all three of those girls. Bake oven knob lean-to. It is a small shelter. Little bitty dude. Cozy up in there. You better know who you're camping with, because you're gonna be tight. I want to share with you some of the sayings. Philip, my life group leader, said at the end of the lesson yesterday. Thought this was pretty good. I don't know who the author is, but it was in his material, and he shared it with us. You cannot be fully known in a crowd, and you cannot be fully challenged in isolation. And I kind of think that's good for me when I'm hiking, to think about that. I love being alone. I'm very good at being alone. No trouble. And depending on who I'm around, I don't mind being with people, but I am pretty selective on who I spend my time with. And I guess that's why, but I think it's true. I think we're not really challenged unless we're around others, even if we don't identify fully with them. And then there was another one too. I'm gonna read over it real quick, make sure I get it right, say it right for you. Okay, this is really pertinent for me on the AT and doing a through hike. Here it is, and I just don't know the author. Who you walk with will determine where you walk, and ultimately who you leave behind. That's true. That's true. So who you walk with will determine where you walk, and ultimately who you leave behind. Food for thought. Good wisdom. Check that tower out. Whew. It's way up there. Look here. Mary Poppins has left us some water. Pretty cool. It's been very dry through here. It's good to see some extra water. I got a little bit, I didn't get much. Hopefully I can make it I got a leader now. Eddie Poppins, I think, is a shuttle driver or something. Not sure. This road I'm supposed to cross is called Ashfield Road. Well, I caught up to my buddies. I didn't expect that. I figured they were long gone. I've been flying this afternoon trying to make time. The trail goes across that bridge and then up that mountain. That's tomorrow. I'm going into town tonight. I'm headed to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. I got a ride coming. I was feeling rough this morning or after last night, and I thought, man, it'd be good to go up that climb. I knew that climb was coming, and I figured out a way to do it with a slack pack. So I got that worked out, so I'm headed into town. Lehigh River. You got a fish in his hand? No, no fish. I'm continuing to pray for my friend Don. He's still having some issues. Please keep praying for him. Thank you. Chick-fil-A, and guess what? I got lunch to carry out tomorrow. I got to walk back to my hotel, but it's okay. I got a milkshake.